Hello, guys and gals. Here is another episode of the series. I honestly don't know what episode this is on what if Deku had the touch of death. Yeah, I honestly don't know what episode this is, but I think I know where we left off. We had left off from when Lilith woke up from her being out cold after the house burning and them finding a new hideout from one of the hideouts that one had left in store in case of an emergency. So yeah, they have a few of them, emergency warehouses or places where they can run some things what they need to do in case of emergencies. So yeah, as Lilith is starting to torture the boss villain that tried to take over the underworld. Almost succeeded, but now someone is going to take his place and running it because one is gone. And all their assets are pretty much gone now because everything is destroyed from the fire. Well, no, I'm going to say that they all have the assets because Diablo took the hard drive. Pretty much, he took a hard drive of everything that he needed, so he has all the assets that he has from the business. So he's going to slowly start rebuilding his empire, the empire that his grandfather or his father made, because everything has been pretty much destroyed from the villains. Well, yeah, right now Lilith is torturing the villain right now, as she is slowly torturing him, cutting him up. She is she gets goes back to the table after she cuts a little bit of his skin off from this villain's face, as she pulls out a pair of pliers, as the villain sees the pliers and he's thinking no, as she says, oh yes, as Sin Gabe and Diablo is just watching this all happen. Well, they're making this place better, as they're bringing in supplies for this place, because they know what this place is going to be. This is going to be a place where they gather information, and this is going to be a place where villains can just a safe place for villains. This is going to give them quite a bit of profit, and give them a good place for them to start their business up again. As this place is gonna be a restaurant. Well, the underneath the restaurant is gonna be a place where they can how would I say do whatever they need to do. Yeah, that's all I can really say right now. I'll tell you whenever I think of what they can do underneath. Oh, I know what they what this the underground can be for. It's gonna be gun running. This whole setup, it's gonna be a gun running setup. Well, the business is running on the top, and underneath they're selling guns and doing gun running right now. Yeah, that's what's going on. as they have a back room, so they bring all the gun supplies and all of that, and they have a lot of people working on all of that. As they're starting the gun trade right now. They're gonna go into the gun trading business and and the what's fucking called, the restaurant business as well. As the restaurant business is a cover. So yeah. As they're setting the bottom up for gun trading, as they're gonna reinvent the top of the building for a restaurant, and they're thinking they should have Gabe's family help them with the business setup. They can have a good amount of profit as well in this, as they have the good idea of having Gabe's family have their chain restaurant rebuilt here, as it's a win all around pretty much, as no one would suspect Gabe's family to be a part of gun running at all. So no one would ever think of anything like that, as they are a real known franchise, and they are have a clean record pretty much, and they have 5-star reviews in Mexico. So yeah. But yeah, as right now, I would say they are kind of done with putting everything together, as they need to buy supplies for the underground right now. They need to find things for the basement to make it bigger, and pretty much, yeah. As Gabe and Sin are done with preparing for everything, and they sit down and they're just watching everything happen with Diablo. As they're watching Diablo's mother figure torture this villain, as she's right now freaking cutting his fingers off of his hands with the pliers, as he is screaming right now, as no one can hear it, as he's trying to scream as loud as he can, but no one can hear. As Diablo says, no one's gonna hear you from down here, as he says with an evil grin. As he gets up as well, as he says, "Mom, can I help as well?" As she says, "Why not? The more the merrier." As she says, "What do you want to do, son?" As he brings out what is it fucking called? What is it fucking called? Let me think on what. As Diablo pulls out a wrench, as he's readying the wrench on top of the villain's leg or knee per se. As he says, "Buddy, this is gonna hurt a lot." As he swings the wrench up and slams it down on the villain's knee, as his knee is pretty much shattered right now, as he is screaming out in pain. As she says, "Tell me everything that you had planned, and tell me everything about your organization and what you had planned, and yada yada yada." As he tells them a little bit of information, not all, as they continue torturing him until he tells them all the information. As she smiles, as she turns her head to her son, as she says, "We're done with him. He told us all the information that we needed." As Diablo nods, as he one of his hands, he brings out a ball of fire, as he says, "So I can dispose of him." As she nods and says, "Yes, my dear Diablo." As he smiles evilly, as he brings both of his hands out, as two balls of fire, as he starts burning the villain alive, as he's making sure to make this painful as possible for the villain until he finally passes out and dies. As he's burning him alive slowly but surely, a few minutes pass and he finally dies. And once he dies, Diablo just burns him to a crisp and burns him to cinders, pretty much, where there's nothing left of him but cinders. As he says to Sin, "Since you're doing nothing, can you clean the cinders up, Sin?" As she just sighs and rolls her eyes as she says, "Sure, Diablo." As she sweeps the cinders up and puts it in the garbage in the garbage. As he says, "Now that we're done with that, we have all of his information, everything that we needed. We can start this place up. We need to reinvent the both places." As they are reinventing the building that they're in right now, as they're remaking the outside into something more gorgeous, that a gorgeous, beautiful outside. As like I said, this is a rated 5-star restaurant, so this is gonna be pretty fancy. As this is on the good side of Mexico. This is on the upside of it. As yes, there are some beautiful scene, beautiful friggin' I can't think right now, bushes, and they have they start making the parking lot, and they put the right flooring, they paint the walls, as there is a black and white scheme that they have with tints of red, black, white, and red. That's the color scheme of this restaurant. As they start all the furniture. They bring all the furniture in. As this has been taking months to do, painting everything and all of that, putting the scenery and all that. It takes a few months to get the restaurant ready. As it's finally done, and while they were doing the restaurant, they were also reinventing the basement to make it pretty huge, so they can have enough of supplies for to ship and have a good amount of pay whenever they start the gun running business, or they're doing sales. So yeah. How come this is taking so much longer? I don't know. But yeah, as both of the places are ready. As during those months they had been stealing supplies of other known criminals or organizations. Anything they could get their hands on, they stole from other organizations, and they put it into one of their stocks. They're they all have been working nonstop, pretty much. Gabe is helping his parents with the restaurant right now, as he's gonna be the head manager in this restaurant. As Sin, on the other hand, is going to help Diablo with the dirty bits, as she's going to help him dirty her hands with Diablo, as they're doing the dirty work, stealing supplies, killing anyone that gets in their way, and while they're on the sell missions or on their sell jobs, they have a big old truck ready. They have 2 trucks full of supplies, of gun running supplies, and they'll take it to the buyer as they get their check and they get their money. So yeah. But sometimes not only have they been reinventing this place, but they have been reinventing a little store close by as well, as that store is a tattoo slash piercing shop, as that place is for customers pretty much, and that is for mainly for how would I say, that is known for information gathering. Yeah, that place is for information gathering. Well, that place in the bottom half, the bottom of the tattoo slash piercing shop, has a has cocaine and weed taking place in that place. That place is doing that type of business, selling weed and cocaine. So yeah, so that place is more of a drug sell place. So they are getting they're going up in the underworld right now. As they're slowly but surely moving up, as they're making more of these restaurants and piercing shops. As a few years pass. As my bad. Yeah, as a few years pass, and they're pretty up in the underworld, though not top yet. as he needs to bring some pain to the top, the kingpin of the underworld in Mexico now, as they all know who this person is. I'm gonna show you a pic of the criminal boss or kingpin at the moment of the underworld right now. This man right here is the criminal kingpin of the of a mob in Mexico right now, as he is the leader right now. He is a well-known boss from a I would say enemy cartel, as he always brought problems to the um he always brought problems to Juan Rodriguez, the Rodriguez cartel. He always brought problems to them. So yeah, he is he is pretty much hated by the Rodriguez family, as he always brought problems to them from their cartel and all that. Try to steal their supplies or try to steal their business partners. He really had beef with the Rodriguez cartel. So yeah, let me see what this is. Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, very soon this guy right here is gonna have pain, but not yet. As I'm gonna say, this guy wakes up. It's early in the morning. As he gets his breakfast ready, he makes it himself. He makes some omelets. He eats it. He drinks some orange juice. As he goes to his office after breakfast, and he starts to get work done. And he makes a call to some people. As he says, there are some new people running stuff in the criminal world. They're moving up very fast. Bring them down the peg. Bring them down the peg. Destroy their cell, or try to find their location. Try to find anything that you can on these guys and destroy it. Don't kill them. We need to how would I say? We need to have them feel pain. They have been too noisy in the underworld. So yeah, as the guy that was on the phone with this guy, and this guy is called Phantom Pain. That's his villain name, or name pretty much. People call him Phantom Pain. As yeah, cause of his whole thing with the mask. As they every time they see him, they always get reminded of Phantom of the Opera, as he always wears a suit and that mask. Wow, on the other side, because they because the pain part, they say the pain, Phantom Pain, because any of his enemies he demolishes. He absolutely brings pain to them. Any of his enemies. That's why they call him Phantom Pain. So yeah, as I'm gonna say, time passes. A few weeks pass after he sends out the order As I'm going to say right now. Let me go back to Diablo. I'm going to say now. Diablo and Sin is making another gun running run. They're doing a sale mission right now. As they have two big trucks going down a route to the buyers. As right now they're on a highway. As they pass a they pass under a tunnel in a highway. As whenever they get on the other side of the tunnel, they get blindsided. As both of the trucks freaking flip and gets crashed into each other, and they freaking flip and they're freaking screeching down a hill. As they're both freaking surprised, both freaking Diablo and Sin, they're both in I would say panic right now. They're in panic. As there's nothing they can do right now. As they're flipping down the hill and they finally crash to the bottom. And they're I would say in a forest right now. As Diablo gets gets out of the 16-wheeler. Same goes for Sin. As they're both freaking heavily injured. There's no way they could not be from a fall like that. As Sin has some glass shards in her, and she has some cuts. Well, she has a broken leg as she's limping. As she says, "Damn it, who fucking did this?" As some guys and men in suits, has some weapons at the top of the hill by the highway, ready to shoot the drivers if they were alive. As Diablo sees them, and he quickly ducks under the he runs to Sin, and he holds her down and makes her duck with him. As the men start shooting up the 16-wheeler. As they're Sin's as shit. As all the men that are shooting weapons are just shooting up the 16-wheeler. As some men are shooting the gas tank. As the gas quickly lights up, and Diablo sees this, and he is holding Sin's wrist, and he quickly holds her bridal style, as he is running his ass off through the I would say forest, yeah, or the woods. I'm gonna say the woods. As there are bullets shooting right and left throughout the forest, as they're trying to aim for the two people right now, as they're seeing that they're trying to escape. As some of the men say they got away. As one of the men brings his phone out and brings a call, and he says, "We did it, boss. We intercepted one of their sales." As the boss says, "Good. That will teach them a lesson. That will send them back a little bit." As they all get in their black cars as they drive off. As I'm gonna say, Diablo is shot up quite a bit, as he has a shot wound in his leg and on the side of his gut, pretty much. Well, Sin has a shot wound in her shoulder. He shot off her shoulder. As Diablo collapses, as he collapses on the ground. As Sin falls to the ground and she's kind of hurt because of the fall, but she dismisses that as she tries to get a call. As he picks up a phone from her pocket, as her hands are shaking very violently, while her hands are very bloody, as she's typing in her phone, as she gives a call to Lilith. As Lilith gets a call right now. Yeah, she's has a call right now. As she picks it up and she says, "Yes, what is it, Sin?" As Sin says in a shaky and very in a voice that's really not there. She is not there, about to be passed out. As she says, "Me and Diablo are very hurt. I'm gonna send you our location." As she sends it, she sends a beacon to Lilith. As Lilith by now they have quite a few men on their side right now. They have a few men that was working for them before, and they have some new men as well. So they have quite a few people working for them. As Lilith brings someone with her, as she is quickly gets up from her seat and she brings some men with her, bodyguards, as they go to the loadout or the gun the gun cache or whatever it's fucking called. A place with a lot of fucking guns. Pretty much. They go to a room with a lot of guns in it. As it's pretty much the weapons room. Yeah, the weapons room. As the men pack up some guns and weapons, and they're getting their quirks ready. As they start going to the location where Diablo and Sin are. As Diablo is and Sin are passed out. Sin is leaning against a tree, and she's passed out. Well, Diablo is just passed out on the ground right now. As it takes some time for Lilith to get to the location. As she gets there, she sees the wreckage of something probably hitting the trucks, and she sees the trucks all freaking up in flames. As she quickly goes to the beacon. As she sees her the two kids. As she is in fury right now. She is in pure fury. As she tells her men to pick them up, put them in the cars, and whoever did this is going to have hell to pay. As the men do what Lilith says. As first she's a widow, and she lost from her place in the criminal world, and now she almost lost her kid. Her kid. She sees Sin as her own kid as well. As she's real pissed right now. Yeah, she's real fucking livid. As they're going back to their hideout. Their real their house, I would say. It is different from the two places. The drug selling business, the drug business, and the gun running business. So yeah, it's different from those two. It's just a normal hideout for them, pretty much, where they can all rest and just live there. As they get there, as she tells the men to put them in their rooms. As the men do, and she says to put bandages on them and heal them up. As she says that she tells them to tell the doctor to come here quickly. As they do, they call the doctor, Dr. Plague, as he is he pretty much works for the family now. Yeah, he works for the family now after of him hearing of one being dead. As he was pissed. He wanted to kill the villain by himself, but he knows that his own family had to do it. Kill the family that killed Juan and almost killed Lilith. So yeah. As time passes and Dr. Plague gets there and he heals them. He puts the bullets out of Diablo and Sin, and he patches them up. He stitches them up and he covers them up in bandages, and he pumps some blood back into them. So yeah, they're both laying as Lilith quickly calls Gabe. As whenever Gabe heard the news, he quickly after he was done with his shift, he quickly rushed to the hideout and went to them as he is in panic. As he asks Dr. Plague, are they alright? Are they alright? As they say yes, they are alright. They're gonna go through they're gonna live. They're lucky that Sin was lucky that hers wasn't fatal. I'm gonna say Diablo. Dr. Plague says he had the worst of it. He was bleeding out way more than Sin. So yeah. But he's in good condition now. As Gabe lets out a sigh. As he says, great. As he just sits by the bed of Diablo and Sin, as they're in the same room right now. As they're laying side by side in different beds, pretty much. And escapist is waiting there, waiting for them to wake up. As I'm gonna say, this is where we leave off in this episode. As quite a few things have happened. Hope you liked the cliffhanger where I left off. I hope you liked this episode of the series. And I might bring out another episode of another series. Probably I would make an episode of what if Deku was a pirate. I don't know, but yeah. Or I might bring back an episode of what if Deku was Dobby's twin sister, or what if Deku was Starscream? Because I kind of wanted to start another episode of those series again. So yeah. But I most likely would do what if Deku was a pirate as the next episode for tomorrow. Or if I'm feeling terrible, I'll do it today. Who knows? Hope you like this episode. Hope you like, subscribe, and tell me how you feel about the series. And hope you have a good day or night wherever your time zone is in the world. And peace out.